Right, well, it's just about back together, so I just need to, I'll put a new mains plug on the end, and we're just about to screw that chassis in, except the camcorder's in the way. Okay, so new plug with shrouded pins and a 3-amp fuse fitted, so we'll get that plugged in. The 2 screws that hold the chassis in, just pop those in. Those go through spire clips, and hopefully, bear in mind we're still in that same rubbish reception area, we've got the new stereo transmission light thing, whatever you call it, and we'll open it up. I haven't put the back cover on yet. Switch it on, FM, left, right, excellent. I've also set the power supply, the regulated part of the power supply is 15 volts and this was 13.8, so I've done that. That affects the tuning, so anything I tuned in before will now not be tuned in. So switch the AFC to the left position so it's off.
Railroad's alright, but I built a castle, right? It was a square, but it had like a drawbridge. People who have COVID-19 have no symptoms and could be.
Oh, joyful 20.
Yeah, when?
Clearly there must be people.
Now that's definitely the stereo, but the stereo light doesn't appear to be on. I will just check we've put the bulb in right, but I'm not starting to fault find the beacon part of these circuits. That's definitely in stereo. I can tell the difference. Right, we'll move on to this record deck. So it's got the transit screws down at the moment. We've still got the decal to put on, but we need to check this is putting down in the right place. Actually, we'll just take her away, see if the cartridge sounds like it's working on both channels. It does sound like it's working on both channels, which is good. We've got a new stylus for this, so it'd be sensible if I fit that. So we'll just pause the camera while I do that. Okay, so what we're going to do here, I've put the stylus in, it's Sapphire LP both sides. The one that came out is Sapphire for LP and Sapphire 478. The customer might want to put a diamond one in, but that was what was readily available. So we're going to do the stylus pressure because it did just want sorting out. So I'm going to set that so that it says 3 on there. So I want it to say 3 on the balance. So make sure that's set to 0. We'll put the tone arm on there with its stylus on there. It's 2.6. So we need to rebalance this so that it is 3. Going to want to come in a bit that weight. 2.7, 2.75, 2.89, 2.98, that'll do me. So I'm going to just tighten up the little screw there so that it doesn't shift. So we know that that's 3, so if I dialed that to 2, chances are it's somewhere around about 2.3. Dial that to 4, chances are it's somewhere around about 4. It's 3.5. So you can see how this goes. So I want it to be about 2.5. So I'm going to put it to 2.5 on there. See what is 2.6, that'll do me. So I want the anti-skate control also to 2 point something or other, and at the moment it's on 2. So the anti-skate control is the one around here. So we'll just put that kind of between 2 and 3, and then it shouldn't go sliding across the record, and that'll be nice and gentle on the records. That's the plan. So that's that set. So I'll put the stylus microscope away, and we'll put that away. So what we want now is a test record, and this will be the moment of truth. Record is Dancing to Victor Sylvester. Now this is a 10-inch record. We bought some 10-inch records on eBay specially because I need to just make sure that it's putting it down and setting in the right position. We need to really do that, and I'm going to use whatever side is presented. So it's 33 RPM, it's a 10-inch record, and let's see whether it puts down in the correct position. It actually doesn't do anything at all. So why is that? Have we not got the power to the turntable? Right, we better have a look. Right, we'll try again. I've made sure the plug's in a bit better in the bottom. Well, that seemed to be spot on, which is good. This will be a mono record, of course. And it'll be from a 78. Okay, so we'll get rid of that. Okay, so I'm satisfied that it's putting down in the right place on a 10-inch record. So we're going to check it with a 12-inch record and a 7-inch record. So just from the top of the record collection, yes sir, I can boogie, so I'll play the B side in the hope that it won't get caught by the copyright police. This has been cleaned, but it doesn't mean that it's perfect. It's certainly graffitied. So we'll now put that to 45. That isn't very positive. There we are, and 7-inch. Try again. So that's put down in the right. Okay, so we'll get rid of that one, and then we'll just test it on an LP, which is something my father introduced me to. It's some kind of a cappella jazz from the Swingle Singers, and he said it was very good for testing record players, etc. with, and he's right. And this isn't necessarily my type of music, nor was it necessarily my late father's type of music, but it is good for this type of demonstration. Well, that didn't quite put down in the right place. So I think, no, I don't think we're going to, we're not going to do that. We're going to adjust it. So I need a small screwdriver. And oh, we don't need a screwdriver on this one, so it needs to be out a bit. So if I remember it rightly, if it wants to be out a bit, it's the nailed knob at the back wants to be in a bit. So we're going to give that another go. Turn that off, put the record back onto the top of the spindle, try again.
Speculator, grand orator, dizzy toy balloon inflator, CIA investigator, round component exterminator, flashes a road and alligator, yearn to be a roller skater. Yes, he was a dreamer, but nobody would know. He used to lace the day we got there and this. Behaving naked to the tech.
Now I've got virtually nothing on the left hand channel.
Imagination, not thoroughly depressed. The grand parade of animals are rolling nearby. So push these dream ambitions to the sky. Alligator, alligator.
Right, so we'll press the reject button and we'll see what's happening. I hope he hasn't got a duff cartridge. So when you actually look at the stereo light, it is in fact lit. Let's put that against something of a dark background. If I can actually get you to... That is lit. So if we go onto another station, it goes out. I've forgotten how dim these are, but they're all the same. It was worth just popping it out just to verify that that was lit. I couldn't see it through the lens with the 6 fluorescent lights in the ceiling. So we just need to make sure. I've just checked the cartridge. The cartridge isn't balanced. The cartridge is giving a higher output on its right hand channel than its left hand channel. And there's nothing I can do about that except change the cartridge. And they're horrendously expensive. GP93 straight 1 if I recall, which is a ceramic cartridge. And it's not stupidly out. It's very usable. So we'll just see if we can put this record on.
According to our data, this uncommon alligator through imagination, not thoroughly depressed. The grand parade of animals awarded nearby. So push these dream ambitions to the sky. Alligator, alligator, don't you cry. It's no use wishing any moment you will fly.
Just move this along a bit.
It makes you better
such a lovely feeling days. They stuck the books to the seats, says a good politician, like a big country to all. Under the spell of grandpa lawyer, he carries off the bottom like a rancher. There's never been more pussycat. Seriously, to box and understood. It's an horrible trouble, it's a supersonic knowledge, and the grammar sonic gangster. Throw back a day for pocket money, be her. A really for me, kind of good bar, and the carriage when the renegade, the sheriff to all. Feed them's wonderful spells on another.
Oh, that wasn't good, was it? As I moved the reject button, I managed to make the mechanism jump, and that didn't help my record at all. So there we are. I've set it. I set it to 3.5 grams. I might just up that to 4. I think we will. We'll just up that to 4, and correspondingly alter the anti-skate to 4 as well. I didn't like that happening, so I'll just go it onto manual, put it on that final track.
The picnic has So full of beauty, up on the hill, we sat looking down toward the distant red chimneys of the town. In the wall, in the hill,
yeah, it's a bit stiff that. I don't know whether there's something I can just lubricate a bit further. I'll look at that underneath, but we're just about there with it, I think. I just need to back this put down bit, that fraction as well, so we've just done that. We'll recheck it with done with that, we'll recheck it with a 10-inch record. Nina and Frederick is to their 10-inch record this time. Oh, they did Jamaica Farewell. I daren't play that because it's a very well-known piece of music. Yeah. So we need to just back this off a bit more. I maybe take it in the wrong direction. I remember it being in for out, so it's a bit of a faff getting this right. No, that's getting worse, so it's going to be out for out. Probably. We'll find out. I could always look at the instruction manual, couldn't I? That's it.
Me mother brought me up, say the women so much dumber than the men. Well, no, me mother brought me up, say the...
So it's in for in, which is exactly the opposite to what I seem to recall. So I just want to put that out a fraction. It was a bit over excited. We'll go for that B side with Jamaica Farewell and see what happens on the B side. That's come off the edge. So, in a fraction. And we'll go back to that 12-inch record and just make sure that it's right with that. I've had this running all afternoon while I've been busy playing the church organ at various church services. Just wanted to make sure nothing played up. Let's go back to this. This time we'll go to side 1. Set it for 12-inch.
Twice and tell them Hank sent you down, and you'll get a peep of something worth your while. Hot shot, got a dancer from New Orleans, knew how to drive a mobile.
Okay, so I think we're there. I think
Cruise from only £64
just need to put the back panel on the bottom.
Limited availability.
And then we can tell the customer it's ready for collection. See if we can finish his Y off for tomorrow. So there we are, Stereomaster 2412 back in working order and with a new stereo light. Thanks for watching.